Listeners be advised. The Soliloquy podcast discuss matters related to the human experience and many that are sexual in nature. Due to this, some conversations may surround triggering topics such as sexual violence, self-harm, abuse, and much more. Please be advised, a list of crisis and psychological resources will be available in the show notes of this episode. With that said, let's get started with the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention please as we go through the following safety instructions.
In the event that there is a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen mask will drop from the overhead. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Breathe normally as oxygen is flowing even if the mask is not inflated. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Soliloquy podcast, where we step out and speak on sexuality. This is your favorite host, Vernon T. Scott, also known as Slater Jackson, and for you freaking motherfuckers out there, Sebastian Adams. As you are all aware of, it is motherfucking Heauxvember. Hope you're out here, got your lips on some pussy, your mouth on some dick, or have some cheeks in your hand. I don't give a damn as long as you're out here expressing yourself and having fun and showing ownership of who you are sexually. I'm all here for it. On today's episode, I am blessed with the host of the Sex, Love, and Jesus podcast. Sex, Drugs, and Jesus podcast. That's Devannon. And I have the two uncomfortable black girls. Their host is Sydney as well as Aysia, and we are going to do a deep dive into lyrics of love songs, and more specifically, Bad by Wale, Anytime, Any Place by Janet Jackson, Say It by Neo, Pussycat by Missy Elliott, and Meeting in My Motherfucking Bedroom, y'all know that's not the real title, by Silk. If we get to it, we have a lot on the docket today, but before we even get into the dissections of these songs, I'm going to give each of these beautiful people the opportunity just to reintroduce themselves to you all, tell you about their podcast, just who they are. And just to start off, let's go with Devannon.
Hello, everyone, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Doc, for having me on the show. Hey, my two beautiful sisters over there, I see you. And I'm so happy to be here. I host the Sex, Drugs, and Jesus podcast. I run a website called DownUnder Apparel.com as well, which is men's and women's sportswear and kinky ass lingerie. And I look forward to a kick-ass episode.
Yes. His information will definitely be in the show notes, people. And the two uncomfortable black girls. Who the fuck are y'all beautiful women?
Well, we are Sydney, aka Honey the Fluff. Aysia, we do two uncomfortable black girls. Aysia Chanelle, I should say. Let's say the whole name. But we are two uncomfortable black girls. We talk about everything that makes you uncomfortable. And stuff that you can't get off your chest. Just because you scared to say it don't mean we. But that's in a nutshell. One quiet, one loud. But we definitely always express ourselves.
Yes. Well, welcome back. So if y'all have not listened to their episodes, just know that it's definitely up, and you can always go back at any time to listen to the episodes that I have with both of these all three of these wonderful people. Both of their podcasts will be linked in the show notes and whatnot. So just to get everything started off, y'all should be familiar with the love song dissections at this point. It's all about diving deep into the lyrics and what we're getting from these songs, what messages they bring to us, what feelings they brought. And since all these are dealing with sex, did we fuck to these songs? I hope the answer is yes. So to start it off, the song that I had... So I had a mission with this song. This song is Bad by Wale. My mission was to have sex to this song, be it oral, like full on fucking somebody. That mission was accomplished back in the day, but this song just gave me those energy and gave me all the good shit that I needed. So for the ladies, what was y'all's takeaway from that song, and what did you like about it?
My takeaway from that song was, for me, it was another, now that I think about it, it was kind of a liberating moment for me, as far as sex is concerned. Simply because the fact that she was just like, is it bad that I never made love? I never did, but I sure know how to. But I sure know how to. Yeah, but it was like, oh, okay. Because at that point, that's by the time I heard that song and did whatever I did, like that was all that it is. And I guess for somebody to actually put it in words that matched my situation, it was like, oh, okay, that's what that is. So it was definitely on a heavy read.
Same.
That was my favorite song. Heavy read.
What about you, Sylvia?
With Bad, it gave me, I wouldn't say that I've never made love, but I understood where she was coming from, because I'm the type of person that don't really mix a lot of emotions when it comes to sex. So I can have sex just for the fuck of it. So with Bad, it really didn't make me feel bad. The other bitches out here like, well, shit, that's Tom, Jerry, and Harry. It is what it is. And it also gave me the aspect of how Wale comes from, of basically being like, well, you should be treated better than that. You should be looking at it differently. You shouldn't just be like, oh, you ain't making love. Well, let me make love to you. I ran across my Wale and I was like, this is a little different. If you listen to the song, you kind of do, after a while, you do kind of feel sad for the female, whether she's talking from experience or not, whatever. You do start feeling sad for the for that person who was how can I say it? You do start feeling bad when you listen to the chorus of it, because it's like, oh wow, like I get what she's saying. And it sounds good, but after a while, it's like, is that all that I'm worth? Is that all that she felt like she was worth? She didn't feel like she was worth doing more than just fucking. Like, that's really how she felt. And you kind of get sad after a while, like, oh my God, like, that's sad as well. Like, that makes you feel some type of way, I think, well, some people, after listening to it.
What about you, Devin?
I love how I found myself within some of the specific lyrics of this song. So but I wanted to point out that line that says bad girls ain't no good and the good girls ain't no fun. It's kind of I want to give Mary J. Blige her props from her song in 2011. It came out 2 years before this one, Mr. Wrong, because she said bad boys ain't no good and good boys. She said bad boys ain't no good and the good boys ain't no fun. So
yes.
And I used to be that way. Yeah, now. Back in my day. That like that whole part reminds me of like when I was a drug dealer and everything like that. And I used to roll with his rough ass guys, like trade, dudes been to jail, prison 15 times. They only be out of jail like 2 to 6 months, and they going back, tattoos from head to toe. A couple of them killed a couple of people. Those kind. Bad fucking boys. But they all had amazing dick, and it was never like a dull moment with them. Could you ever settle down with them? Hell to the no. But could you get the fuck of your life? Hell to the yes.
I'm done.
Wait, let me not say that, because my good dick did come with commitment, but half the time it don't come with commitment, okay? Hey,
look, and that's why she never made love. She was fucking, because the good dick didn't come with commitment. Like I will say, when I listen to this song, I do find myself, feeling bad for that story of, I haven't had the opportunity, have love. It's like you're blinding yourself or preventing that or discounting yourself, or it's just not coming to you in your sexual experiences with other people, that it's just like, we're here to fuck and you're going to be here. I get one night stand every time I listen to the song rather than ongoing. And the thing that really got me is near the end, when at this point I'm assuming while he's just talking about like he's got her, he's brought her home, about to have sex. What is the line is, called in the morning, cell number wasn't on, goddamn. So what I get from that is like, hey, we hooked up, we had a good time, I had sex with this person I've been pursuing all night, and I'm trying to give her a call to see if we can reconnect and do some shit. And what? Cell phone don't work. I either got a fake number or it's not on. And at the end of the day, it was a one night stand. And look, I'm not out here to find love. I'm out here to have fun. I'm out here to fuck. And right. And I get a sense of empowerment in it too because of that. It's like, it's not that she doesn't know what she's looking for. It's like, I'm out here doing this thing because I want to be out here doing these things.
A lot of men can't comprehend that. It's like an ego thing. It definitely makes an ego factor at the end of, because a lot of men think that way. When you fuck them and just be like, all right, well, this is what it is. I'm not trying to do anything more with you. It's like an insult to them that, what the fuck you mean? You using me for dick? Yes, nigga. I know what I wanted out of this. And they get in their feelings. And it's funny how a lot of men just can't take that aspect of just being used for just that purpose. You're here for sex. That's what you're here for. That's the agreement we have. I met you, I fucked you. Get the head, get the bread, and leave.
Get the head, get the bread, and leave. Yes.
Like, I know it's just a song, but like, I wonder too if she, I guess, could like read the type of man he was, and maybe that's why like his number was blocked or the number didn't work in the end. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but sometimes you can read a person like, oh, he gonna try, to do something more, and then you be like, nah, But
some men ain't get in the friend zone when you first meet them.
And Devana?
The thing that interests me about the whole concept of when guys are like that, like I wonder if there was ever a day in time where they called themselves running them bitches and playing them hoes and everything like that, and they thought that karma was never going to come back to them. It was okay when
they don't.
And then some guys are just like, oh, the audacity, like, why wouldn't you? Because everybody else has tried to do something more, and this is all you want to do. Like, I have somebody who's like, I guess, say the fucker, and he's like that. You can kind of tell that everybody else is wanting more from him than just laying up with him or going on a couple dates. And so he thinks that that's what I'm looking for at this point. And he gets very impulsive and upset when it's like, no. Like, just come over and we can leave and blah, So, guys are just, niggas are weird. It's like,
I niggas get mad when I tell them, you can't spend the night here. They don't spend the night here, baby. I know what you thought this was, but we don't do that. I'm not spending the night with you. Because I got a rule about that. If we ain't together, what you spending the night for?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to cuddle with you if we not making more of just what we're doing here.
And I'm thinking about like the start and finish of the song, and that part, with the goddamn, not having the access to the number or whatever. That's pretty much where it ends before it goes back into the chorus. But when the song starts, and I think of it as a conversation, and it's like, hey, monogamy or whatever you call it is starting to. I'm starting to think it ain't for everybody, and having that conversation, and that stanza, I think that stanza ends with, let's neglect the what ifs and make it do what it does. Let's get it. And for me, it's like we're in this mindset, this space that we're not here to make this like an ongoing or a monogamous relationship. We're here for the one and done situation. However, you're engaging with somebody who's not here to make love, but they have power or ownership of the fact that they know how to fuck and fuck good. And then you get left with the, damn, I can't contact this person.
Well, I'm happy that they wrote this song to be able to process these feelings. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the end of the day, they're sad and everything like that. But what was the conversation before the sex went down? What were the expectations?
Well,
I feel like the song, though, to me is kind of the conversation. I feel like she's telling him this is what it is, and she's repeatedly telling him this is what it is, and he's repeatedly saying something else, or maybe possibly thinking that it's something else. And it's like, but she's constantly telling you like this is what it is. So what else is there to talk about?
Like, even I love that line, rough sex saying I love you, but to kiss them saying you mean that. Like, just when you're engaging with somebody, and I think about those like scenes in movies or whatever, and you're hooking up with somebody and it's so good, and the guy or the girl is like, oh, I love you. Might be their first time having sex with that person, or just something casual, who knows. But just those empty statements of I love you and how that's supposed to solidify a relationship, even if it's something that is a one and done situation, or the concept that when I say I love you, that means I'm entitled or worthy of your sexual being at that point. I don't know. It's just like when I hear this song, it's like a long list of empty promises.
Yeah. Or empty fulfillment. It's not even empty promise. I still just feel like she's telling you what it is. She's repeatedly telling you what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just
in your mind, you thought it was gonna be something it wasn't.
It's like when guys always be like, oh, people think they can change a nigga. It's like, wait, y'all think y'all can change this too? They have a lot more than y'all care to realize.
Because I would say this song does got some hurt in it. It got a lot of hurt.
On both ends.
It's like, there's like moments of empowerment, and then it's just like, I feel some type of way. Like that, she hurt feelings, she break hearts, she stay quiet, she play smart, she take pride in going out, getting hollered at and saying no. It's like, you're saying that this is somebody who's confident in who she is and doesn't mind hurting your feelings and keeping it going.
Well, I suggest people learn how to love themselves and to get solid on that, so that no matter what the fuck somebody else say or do, you're not going to be all bent out of shape and throwing a tantrum and having all these scenes and things going on. It just seems like there's a lack of self-love in all of this,
On both sides.
Because we can give ourselves to people, but we shouldn't be getting bent out of shape over sex, over what somebody else thinks about us.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody can handle us disrespectfully, be it the dumb bitch at the grocery store, the Karen who lives next door. Okay, but then we should be able to process that shit and let it go. Not show up stalking, not shooting people up on their job because they don't want to fuck no more. Why are we putting this much emphasis, this much importance on what somebody do and don't want to do with us?
So have y'all ever had somebody who put you in that bad situation, meaning that they willingly told you that they're not the commitment type and you chose to pursue it anyways?
Yep. I've been so
yeah.
I put myself right into the they said, oh, I don't want to commit, but your boyfriend should. Make it make sense, Steve.
The man in that face, the exact same experience.
The guy, he was like, I only date girls, but he was like bisexual or whatever, trade. He was like, I only date girls, but I will fuck boys, and those were his boundaries. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna try to get you anyway. But that's because those were back in the days where I didn't really love myself and I was homeless and everything like that, and I just was like emotionally destitute. And so I know what I'm saying. Like, if I had loved myself, I would have respected his boundaries. Just to be like, okay, well, I'll appreciate the dick you want to give me and just shut the fuck up and be happy with that. But no. I had to have it my way. And that was the only fucking way that I could see it. And so it came from a place of emotional brokenness. That's just what I keep hearing. So
yeah,
definitely.
I think
that don't make no sense, baby. I can't make it make no sense because it's senseless.
That's a good one there.
It don't make no damn sense.
Well, I think I'll just share my last thoughts on this. And of course, y'all can share your last thoughts too before we go to the next song. I would just say the thing I appreciated the most about this song was just that true, open vulnerability in knowing that this is who I am. And at this moment, it's just you have to accept it or go somewhere else. It's like, I'm telling you, this is me. I'm bad for you. I cannot be the thing that you want me to be. I'm not going to be committed to you. I'm going to be out here on these streets and enjoying myself, enjoying my life. But I can do this one thing for you and be good at that one thing. And either you are willing to accept that or you can fuck off. That's the thing that I appreciate the most about this song. It's just like that raw, unfiltered, like, it is what it is. I know I got some issues. I'm not trying to work on it. I'm good.
I said what I said.
Unapologetically yourself. Yes, you let him know what it was, and he decided
to want more.
Something else, and she showed him better than she could tell him. But yeah, it's a very liberating song. I think in certain aspects, it's a very liberating song, but it's also very saddening too. Just knowing that there are people out there, or even yourself, who feels like this is all that I'm good at, type of thing, or this is all that I can do, or this is all people or somebody wants me for. But I think it also makes people remember that, I can do what I want. It's my life. You're not going to control it and tell me or force me to do anything that I don't want to do.
That's real. Anybody else got any last words to share before you go into Anytime, Anyplace?
I think she said it quite nicely.
You're right, she did. So, the next song we have up is Janet Jackson's Anytime, Anyplace. For those people who might not know that song by that title, it's the song that's like, with what's his name, Poetic Justice, the in the thundering rain, in the thunder and rain, that part, yeah, that song.
Yeah, folks.
Yeah, for the ones who don't know. So what was y'all's takeaway from that song? What vibes and feels does this song give to y'all?
It speaks to my inner freak.
Yes.
Because I am the girl that doesn't live in any time, any place. To an extent, I got a little bit of boundaries.
Very much like
yeah, very much. You're mine. I want it now. Give it to me.
Look, my thing is Janet just came up on this damn song and it's like, look, we're already fucking. Like, it's not even let's wait and ease our ways into it. No, you started off, we're fucking. Like, you stare into my eyes, I can feel your hands moving up my thighs. Like, that is literally within the first 4 lines of this damn song.
Around my waist, Jesus.
I love the like the key to the song is written in and everything is very meaningful. I feel like this song here is a song between people in a meaningful and deep relationship. That's the vibe for me. And just because you're in a meaningful and deep, be it monogamous or polyamorous relationship, don't mean you can be a nasty gut ass hoe freak. I think you should be all the more of you're in any kind of type of commitment. So it's so sweet and so sensual. Like if I would have put music on with a guy that I was sleeping with who's not my boyfriend, I would not put this song on. I would reserve this for my boyfriend because it's just so like it's such a good mood music, you know. It's serious for that special one.
This is that song where it's built up passion.
Yes, yes. This is a promise. This here is a promise of what we gonna do when we finally get home from work tonight. Yeah.
Yes. As soon as I get home, from
I think it's a good intimacy song though.
Yes.
I think it is, especially with the stanza of dancing on the floor, feeling the slow groove. My mind is starting to burn with forbidden thoughts. Strangers all around with the lights down low. I was thinking maybe we could, well, you know, and it's like you said, it's like you're talking to your significant other and you're just like, this is how, like you're on the dance floor saying this in their ear, like this is what I want to do, this is how I feel, and it just builds up that intimacy for when you guys are actually able to do it. And I think that makes it all the better.
It definitely gives me Love in This Club was made from listening to this song.
Right.
Like for me, I think of, you know, playing the piano on the spine of your partner, like that kind of sensual stuff. Like, let me play you, let you become the instrument. Like when I hear the melody of the music, I'm already like drawn into it because it's so slow and so smooth and so like you glide into the song, and throughout everything that she's singing, and she's one of those people that's whispering to you that's not whispering to you. I'm telling you exactly what it is in my full-throated voice, but it's a smooth whisper that when it comes across your fucking eardrums.
Yeah. She was in love when she made this song.
Child,
she was with I forgot the man name of videographer.
You talking about Jermaine Dupri?
It was before Jermaine Dupri. She was with, it was this video, he was light skinned, nice looking, he looks like he's probably black and Italian or something.
Was it one of the DeBarge brothers?
No, it was after the DeBarge brothers.
I don't even know who was between DeBarge and Jermaine Dupri.
We can't keep up with these men.
For a long time. He's actually the person who's holding her titties on this album cover.
Now I'm gonna have to look into
Just watch
this.
the Janet Jackson documentary on Netflix. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's one episode completely about him. But yeah, she was with him when he's the reason why she started expressing herself sexually, actually. Hence why she ended up making this song, because she was always so private when it came to her love life. And when she got with him, she just wanted the world to know it was a bliss of love. She didn't care where she was when she expressed it. She wanted to express it with him. No matter who was watching, who was staring, she's going to express the love she has for him. Just a little history on how the song was made.
So is it this dude with Sam Al-Mana? No.
That sounds like the billionaire that she was with.
No, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one she got the baby with.
Is it Renee?
Yes, Renee.
Oh, okay. Now I'm digging into this one.
Yeah, it's Renee.
Okay.
Renee helps with. I think Renee did. She was with him for 2 or 3 of her albums. When she got her sexy on, is when she met Renee. He actually shot the video. I don't know if it was for this one or for another song, but he shot the video for one of those songs.
Yes, Renee, you bet. I appreciate you for the passion that you brought to this woman to make this damn song, because you did the Lord's work in that.
Because I want to say this video is the one where the Jamaican dude is putting his hands down her pants and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he shot the video for this song. Yeah, the actor was like, "Don't you got a boyfriend? Is that okay for me to do this?" She's talking about, "My boyfriend is the one who's telling me what to do." Put your hands around my pants and touch me, boy. If you don't touch me,
And I will say, like, the melody of this song, like the music of it, it is very, it's sexual. You get the slow pace, and you get it speed up and jumpy and whatnot, and then you go right back into the pace. It's just like
It's just like sex.
it's just like sex. Like
this song definitely keeps a rhythm for you.
Like, this is like Janet Jackson just does something. She does something to me too. Like with this is not one of the songs that we have, but Funny How Time Flies. Her also whispering to you, like literally whispering in that one. But the way she just ends the song and it's just fucking, and just that shit. I'm just like, girl, why are you doing this to me?
Definitely. Her song "If" does it for me too.
She's just a brilliant artist, and just Janet and her sexual revolution. We love it. We love it for you, girl.
Her nipple malfunction did it for me.
I never saw it, and I hate that I was not there watching the Super Bowl with other people when that happened. And I hate that it happened to her. I'm not going to lie. I truly do hate that happened to her. But I also hate that I didn't see it.
Yeah, my eyes got covered as soon as the titty came out. Don't feel bad. as soon as I was seeing the nipple, God damn.
None at all. Oh, so before we go into the next song, Say It, does anybody have any last words before we lay this song on the bed? We don't lay this to rest.
This song makes me want to get
this very self-explanatory.
Child, see, now I need to go. Let me go ahead and find me like a relationship babe right now.
Okay.
Just for this song only. Only for this song. After that, you can go. I need to call my ex.
You have your situationship babe right there.
Facts. It ain't gonna be the regular. Nah.
I cannot.
Send the absolute wrong message. So now the next song we have is Say It by Neo. I remember the first time I heard this song, I was in high school and I was just like, hold the fuck up.
This song is slept on, actually.
It really is. Like this song.
Wait. We can't say a goddamn thing about Neo until we first address the scandal.
Wait, what scandal?
The latest scandal with Neo. This came out on the 31st of July. Neo's cheating scandal. With his finger, his wife Crystal Smith done filed for divorce.
There's no sympathy here.
And I need to know what y'all think about the scandal, because I didn't see this coming from beautiful, bald head, smooth Neo. I could have expected this from a whole lot of other people, but not Neo. And I'm not judging him. But
let me talk a little bit of history.
What did he do though? Like, who did he cheat on her with? Like,
apparently he's been fucking people for years or some shit, and his wife just found out. He's been slinging that dick from the free throw line, allegedly.
Oh, I'm not shocked.
So y'all know that's how Neo. That's how she got Neo. She was the mistress. So there's no sympathy here. There's no tears.
So she went from being the hoe to the housewife, and now she want to
literally, because the girl that Neo was with for a long time, and Neo went and married her, and I want to say she ended up being the mistress, and she ended up getting married because I want to say they ended up having kids together, and that was the girl last straw. So she got a ring within 3 to 6 months of him breaking up with his longtime girlfriend. So yeah, there's no sympathy here, sis. You were sitting here winning and not caring about other bitches' feelings, and now saying what you got on, you lost them. If you knew he was a cheater when he married you, because he cheated with you, I get men change. When men find someone that they want, they will devote their all to them. But at the same time, how long it took him to leave that girl to be with you? That should have told you what it was. right then and there. The fact that it took him years of being with that girl to finally marry you. No, sis, you get no sympathy from me.
But I think he also was cheating before. Like, she tried to divorce him before, and then they decided to work it out. And then he started cheating again. So it's like, I don't know what to tell you, honey.
It's like, you got what you... It's gave what it was supposed to give, okay? You didn't get it wasn't given what it was supposed to give. No, sis, you got what it gave.
And I think he has like a child with somebody. There's an extra child out there somewhere too, by him and somebody else. So
it's a lot going on. The story is developing. The only thing Neo had to say about it was, please give us space while we work these things out in private. So in other words, that's an admission of guilt. Other than that, he would have said, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. He just said, stay out of our fucking business, y'all.
Well, you ain't got no business.
I didn't think he would pull
You
so
a
many
superstar.
women. I don't know.
Why
He's not
not?
attractive to me. I guess
He's rich. He has money. That's all it takes.
I don't even think it's the money part. I feel like Neo can sing your fucking draws off, to be honest.
And he can.
Like, Neo just has that voice. When I first heard Neo, I never seen him. So for a long time of listening to Neo's music, I've never seen his face. Because that's when LimeWire and shit was out. You just download music and shit. So I know what this motherfucker looked like. I'm like, I'ma fuck this man one day. And bada boom, I seen him and I was like, shit. I put a bag of his head and put a hole there, and he can
But you
sing
know
to
who
me.
Neo reminds me of? Neo reminds me of that guy in school who, like, it's just something about him. He reminds me of that guy who tries too hard to be popular or too hard to be part of the it crowd.
Oh, definitely. That's definitely Neo macho. He tries too hard because he was trying too hard to be a gentleman. Because, of course, Neo does a lot of songs that pushes women empowerment and being the gentleman. But in all, he's kind of like less harsh Kevin Samuels, because he puts on this, oh, I'm a good guy, I'm a gentleman, women should be respected. But the whole time, you do whole shit and you disrespect women. Neo's very disrespectful. Neo's very controlling, so I've heard. So he puts on this facade of, I'm all you'll ever need. No, he needs that shit. I'm as good as you get.
So essentially, going off of, season 1 of Insecure, he's a Lawrence. He's a fuckboy who doesn't know that he's a fuckboy.
Yeah.
I feel like Neo knows he's a fuckboy. That's why he's so confident.
He tried though.
Neo knows he's a fuckboy. So
Lawrence did not. It took years.
So that whole Year of the Gentleman album was bullshit. He ain't no damn gentleman after all.
He tried.
He
He
tried.
definitely ain't no gentleman after, like, because I love Neo music, but Neo's not about his music. And that's why I was like, that's why you don't research the people you like. Because that changes how you feel about it. Like, I feel like Neo should have just stuck to making songs like Say It, Mirror, sex songs.
Yes.
That's what he should have stuck to, because this whole gentleman facade that you put on, I don't like. It's not you. Yeah, it's you when you're dealing with women who aren't your woman.
All I can say, I still remember when those nudes dropped. Those I did see, and I was pleased at what I saw. And I will also say, I've always had this in the back of my mind that Neo's bi anyway, so it doesn't even matter to me. I'm just like, if the opportunity arises, I will still hit it.
So now that he's about to be single, you don't mind if he swing by your house?
I would not. It was just like, what's up? How you doing? And you can go ahead and go. Look, the first episode was bad. The first song was bad. I'll let him know. I'll be bad for you and all this. I will not commit to you, nigga. Like, let's not. Like, you can pay for my house and all this other shit, and I'll make you feel good and make you feel happy like you're doing some shit. But you're not going to be the one that I allow to lock me down, or I choose to lock down. That's not new.
But how she's saying Neo likes to be controlling, she's heard in the relationship, these lyrics do, pay credence to that, because he is sounding like he very much knows what the fuck he wants and how he wanted to go.
And yes, and that's the thing I like a lot about this song, because this song was my whole cheat codes, like in terms of like this unlocked a new feature. I need to put this riding crop down.
Okay.
I don't know why I had this riding crop in my hand, but I need to put that down. But it definitely unlocked a new feature, because I was like, it's just the power dynamic within this song I loved it so much. And then just the flow. And it's the chorus for me. That yelling out, say it, say it, say it. I'm just like, yes. And then that breakdown, anything that you want, baby, tell me you want it. I got it, babe. So we fucking or not? Oh God. Like I understand Neo is a dominant person, but I show him how to be a submissive. That's all I can say on that. Using his own song.
Oh Lord. I don't know what his sign is.
But having said that,
I want to say it's Sagittarius.
He's in October.
Or a Capricorn.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm very interested in that.
What his zodiac sign is?
Yeah. He's born October 18th. That is
Cancer?
Scorpio.
not Cancer. That's a Libra. Yeah.
Oh.
A Libra.
Yeah, they get very much my best friend vibes. Right.
That's interesting. Okay.
Wait, Savannah, what were you saying?
No, but I mean, having said all that, when I'm in a sexual situation, 80 to 90% of the time, this is the sort of guy I prefer. I do not like to be with a male who don't know exactly what the fuck he wants. Vernon had a Southern Missionary Baptist Sunday morning big sun hat moment on that one.
I surely did because like I be asking people, what are you into, like sexually, what are you into? And they're just like, oh, I'm this. I'm just like, I ain't asked you what was your sexual position. I asked you, what the fuck are you into? And then they ask me and I give them this broad ass list. And then there's like, or before I even give them a broad list, oh, I'm a freak. What the fuck is a freak? Because I can show you a motherfucking freak and your ass will run away. What the hell is a freak? Yeah, like I need people to know exactly what it is that they like. And just tell me what it is. Like, give me a full ass list. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, we can do all that shit.
Right. I think people are always scary to say exactly what they want for fear of scaring somebody away.
Like even whenever I'm like communicating with somebody and we're just chatting and they are over here at my place or whatever, and I might be all dolled up, I guess, to be out here fucking or whatever, I'm not going to initiate the sex until you gain the balls, the cojones, the guts, the intestinal fortitude, whatever the words we want to use. Until you get that and just like, hey, you want to have sex? We're not going to fuck. Because I want to be good regardless. Right. I want you to step up into that and say those words. And I don't want the, hey, you want to, do a little something? Do you want to make out? Well, I might do something with make out. But do you want to like play around? You want to fool around? No, I want you to say, hey, do you want to fuck?
Right.
Say those words. The answer is going to be yes. Like, what's up? I can and I will.
Okay.
That's how I'll be with my boyfriend. I'll be like, come stick it in me. I need some cum.
Funny thing is, me being asexual before, how I ended up with my boyfriend, how we ended up fucking for the first time. I slapped in the text, let me fuck you out. So history ever since.
Yes. Yes. I will say it's just the same line that I said earlier. Anything that you want, baby, tell me you want it. I got it, babe. That's just me. That right there. Just say it. If you can't say it, you don't want it.
Yep.
So anybody got any major takeaways that they got from this song other than we're fucking?
It's hard for me to focus with his scandal and everything. It's hard for me to focus with his scandal.
I think this song isn't like, I don't think it's like, how can I say it? I don't think it's like a deep song. Not for lack of a better term, I can't think of it.
You're right.
I think it's very straightforward on tell me what it is that you want and we can do it. Or tell me what it is that you want so I can do it to you. Like it's very much from somebody who wants that power. It kind of gives the other person a fake power or pseudo power, for lack of a word, because it's like, I'm telling you what I want, but really he's the one with the power, because he's telling you to tell me what you want and he's doing it.
It definitely gives me controlling vibes when I hear say it, because it gives me, because I guess a dominant, it shows that he's a dominant in the bedroom. I always get dominant factor when I hear this song, because he's telling you, you're going to tell him what the fuck you want. And you're going to say it. He's not asking you to say it, he's telling you to say it. And that's how I picture it. He's telling you to say what I want. This is not asking, this is you telling me. We're in the bedroom, your hand around my throat, say it. Type thing. It gives me the dominant effect. Like,
she
you're
said the
definitely
hand
dominant.
I mean, that's the root shot.
Yeah, it's not like a good choke fuck. Yes.
So
every time I hear that song, that's what I get.
has anyone had sex to this song yet?
Yeah.
I'm jealous because surprisingly, I have not had sex to this song yet. Because usually I don't have music. I'm doing a lot more where I'm incorporating music into my like sexual experiences. But before then, I'm just like, maybe magically it might come on the radio if I'm like about to hook up with somebody, and of course this song would never come on the fucking radio, or it might come on my playlist or some shit, and it just never does. The universe was like, it's not your time yet. I guess the universe is waiting until Neo's in my bedroom and this thing, it's automatically going to start playing.
It shall happen.
But
we never know.
We never know. On that note, I think it is time to go over to that sexy ass. I did not know Missy Elliott was as short as she is.
Really? Yeah, Missy Elliott about 5'4", 5'3", somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there. I know it's between 5'2" and 5'4". I thought she was taller. I don't know why, but I saw like a recent video of her on her birthday. Even though sis is fine as fuck still, but it was like a full body shot, and I'm like, sis looks short as hell. And then she under that, she actually had her height, and I was like, damn, she is short. Okay, Missy, you give off tall energy, and I love it.
I will say I don't know this song in its entirety. I didn't even know this was her song until a couple days ago. So
this is a stripper song, and I may have heard this at a strip club with some bitch up around a pole or something like that, because I have a playlist called Pole Jams that I use for like foreplay. I like a lot of this music for foreplay purposes. Dancing and grinding and stuff like that. So this is one of my favorite songs ever written.
So you say you love it because of the pole dancing aspect. It gives you that I'm a dancer, dancing for money, do what you want. Is that...
Yeah, can you imagine a girl or a guy in a strip club? Somebody, some pussy don't fail me now, anytime, but now without a full point,
literally,
not nine.
Like literally, no.
I can see that. I can see that.
Make sure your period don't come on, okay? Pussy on.
Not the period. That's a good one. Oh, look, we got to catch this motherfucking bag tonight. Don't do it.
Like, got time to slide down the pole with no tampon, please.
Oh my god, I'm here for that, because I'm just thinking about sex and whatnot. But that's a good one right there. That look, the period's about to start one of these days, just not tonight. I already sent that. Where are you up? Text. And I'm not trying to have this discussion tonight. Don't fail me, bitch. Don't fail me.
But it speaks to like a core thing with either female, anyone who identifies female, no matter what their gender might be. You feel like you got to perform a certain way in order to keep your man. Mm-hmm. So there's a little bit of insecurity and stuff mixed into this too. I'm not going to say that it's valid or not. It's how we feel about shit. Men love sex like us girls. I'm stepping to my feminine right now. Love heels, love shopping, love getting their nails done. It's like it's core, to their being. It's a really, really, really fucking big deal. Mm-hmm. And so A man is not going to be with somebody if the sex is weak. And I don't judge him for that, because of the way it's ingrained in them. He'll give you all the money, buy all his shit. All he wanted some good pussy in return. Why is that? That's like that's how they value it. I stopped trying to make sense out of why pussy is so important to men, and I just understand that it is, and they will move mountains, start wars, and do all kind of things over that hole.
It's a godly thing. It is a godly
Hey, look, pussy is important even to a man's prostate, okay? The lack of pussy or sexual release can even fuck up that part of your body. So even pussy is great for them health-wise. You feel me?
Look, pussy is good for the health.
Let them run away, keep the doctors away. Yeah.
But I do want to touch on that insecurity part, because she even has, I'm reading over the lyrics, y'all talk about each song, where she says, I know he's a man and men have intentions to sleep with someone else, but that's why when I make love to him, I'm ruling, trying to give him my best. And it's like, and when you first listen to the song, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna use it, I got to get what I want. And then when you hear that part, you're kind of like, oh, that changed a lot going forward. You know what I'm saying? Now you see, like you said, the insecurity creeping of, I always have to perform my best sexually in order for my man to stay around, or he's going to find somebody else if I don't. And that's I think any woman has gone through that. That's a lot of pressure on a woman to every night after or whenever, cooking and cleaning and take care of kids, stuff like that, to still perform to the best of her ability for her man. Yeah. And I think sometimes sex starts to feel like a chore for some people, because I have to do it in order for him to stay around, or else he's going to go with somebody else.
Don't fuck somebody else. You can't get it from me.
Which is not always true for all men. Just clarify that. There are some men like that, but it just shows how sometimes we're so pressured, and I don't know if men feel pressured like this too, but how us women are so pressured to perform great behind closed doors. And if he goes out and cheats, it's because we did something wrong, since we didn't do it. So
yeah,
I know talking with a lot of my male friends, it's the same aspect, just not in the cheating portion of the aspect. More so for a lot of men that I deal with to talk to, or my male friends, because I have a lot of male friends. I'm like the only bitch. It's like their aspect of, oh, I gotta do well because I need this bitch talking about me in her future. Or I gotta do well because I'm King Dingalang. You won't always know I'm King Dingalang around this motherfucker. It's more so, you can have all these other niggas, but you know my dick the bitch. It's more of a pride thing for them and an ego thing than, oh, she gonna go cheat on me if I don't put it down. No, it's more of, this bitch gonna talk bad about me if I don't put it down.
I like that because that we're talking about this, because the anxiety does exist in all genders when it comes to sexual performance. There are high numbers of men who just like, I cannot underperform, even with men who hook up with other men. Like, I've had that experience with people who's just so far into their head, and they refuse to either hook up because they feel as though that they will underperform. Like, I'm chatting with somebody now who we even entertained the idea of meeting up, and one of the things that he mentioned is that he's afraid to meet up with me because he feels as though, because I'm more diverse and whatnot in terms of sexual expression, that he feels as though he won't meet my expectations. And I had to let it be known that I have no expectations when it comes to sex. Either we have fun or we don't, but it's nothing based off of your performance. It's just like the mutual engagement just didn't work that time. Doesn't mean it's not going to work in the future and stuff like that. And a lot of women do have that fear of, like you mentioned earlier, if I don't do it, somebody else will. So I have to put myself in chore behind that. That's why you have a lot more women sucking dick, because I need to keep this man. I even remember hearing a lot of chatter, when I was a lot younger, in circles, a lot of women, black women, like you can go ahead and find your white girl that do that in terms of like giving head. And then as things, expanded and I got older, it got to a point where I'm hearing things in certain circles where it's like encouraging that a woman give her man head every single day, because if you're giving him head every single day, he's not going to go out there and try to, cheat on you and stuff like that. And it's like, we're doing these acts to keep a man rather than making sure that we're fulfilled and happy within these relationships.
Right, it's not good energy. It's not good energy.
I think we're taught that a lot too. Just supposed to please your women in general, to make sure you please your man if you want him to stick around. And then when you break up or they cheat on you, whatever. Then even people's closest family members will go back and say, "Oh, well, you mustn't do everything you could do." And it's like, why is it my fault? You know what I'm saying? Because he decided to do it. And some people, some cheaters are just cheaters. Like, that's it.
Yeah. And I yeah, definitely. There, like, some motherfuckers just gonna cheat because they're gonna cheat. Not everybody's meant for monogamy. That's that.
Yeah. Period.
And I would say, like, with this song, when you take away like the verses and just look at the chorus by itself, the chorus does give that sense of empowerment, solely because it's like, oh, I gotta turn this nigga out, making that like a goal in terms of I want to just fulfill this for myself rather than I'm fulfilling this to keep a motherfucker. Because there's nothing really saying, like, in the chorus by itself that's saying that the goal of this is to keep them from cheating. It's just, I need to turn this nigga out. He don't want nobody, it does have that, so he don't want anybody else but me. But I see that on its own as, I just won this motherfucker over. Like, I put that thing down, flipped it in reverse. It's so damn good that when he goes to sleep, he gonna be thinking about me.
Yep.
Like, I own that shit right there. But again, when you look at it in its full context, it's like, oh, I have to do this just so this motherfucker doesn't leave.
Well, according to what has been discussed, you clearly got that fire dick, and y'all sitting over there with that coochie that just make the boys and girls and everything go crazy, because y'all got motherfuckers chasing y'all down and don't leave you around. So I think y'all got this on lock. I think y'all got the word.
Look, there's a reason why in the book I say I deliver blessings. Not everybody's worthy of getting a blessing. There's a reason. God don't bless everybody. What were you saying, Devana? I thought you.
I wanted to say about y'all's addictive sexual organs.
What is this? I'm quite sure you got motherfuckers hooked. You have a whole man out here.
Yes, I'm a very good cougar.
He can't tell me he ain't got people hooked.
Look,
all I'm saying is, you seem like you give off big energy vibe. Okay.
Oh, I also give off tight asshole energy vibes too.
I'm so done. Look, shut them down. You know damn well this, like, at least 8 people just like, okay, so are you going to give me attention today? Finally, I've been waiting all this time. Just look at me, Devana. Just sniff the air that I'm in. I'm like, I will be accessible, and I'll be this total like cum whore, and then I will like flip the switch and be like, you know what, I'm going into hibernation and I'm not talking to nobody for 3 months. And I will stick to that, and I won't appear again for like months. And they be right there as soon as you come out of hibernation, I bet, don't they?
You better get it while it's hot, because the stove is not always open, but goddamn it, when it's open,
the line's already there.
It is wide the fuck open.
See, y'all, don't listen to him. He's trying to just say that it's only us. Look, stay away from toxic people with good ass, pussy, and dick. That's all I can say.
So what do y'all think?
Hooked.
But what do we think about the message that Missy slides in when the song is over? You know, her little sermon that she preached, you know, on the Mount. And basically, she was saying like, she's like, yo, you know, we just wanted to give our one out for the ladies. You know, we've been patient, quiet, very ladylike, you know, but it's always the men talking about how they're going to wear women out on records. And so she wanted to do one for the women too.
I love that message. Wrong song.
Yeah.
Like that message by itself is like wonderful because it needed to be said. She said what she needed to say, and she said what needed to be said because there are a countless amount. Well, you know, you can count them, but I don't got the time. There's so many fucking songs out here that's about dogging women or just having sex with women and all this other stuff, and there's little songs about the empowerment of women or women stepping into their own sexuality. Like that's why WAP was such a huge and bad thing like 2-3 years ago, whenever the fuck it came out, because you have women talking about their pussies being wet and they love fucking, something that is not talked about on a regular basis. Outside of like Trina for the last like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I would say it was definitely the right message to go ahead and put out there.
Because I feel like the song, like you said, in its whole, as a whole, is more of a I'm doing what I have to do to keep my man type of thing. So when the message came in, it was like, wait a minute, what? It was almost like she was trying to, it was almost like somebody telling you this is what I'm doing to keep a man, blah, 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 blah. Oh, but in the same aspect, you know, I do what I want to do or whatnot. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like your homegirl telling you something. She realized you're looking at her funny, and then she go back and be like, oh, but wait. This is, you know, et cetera, if that makes sense. Right.
Pretty much like you talking about, you know, like whenever you're having those conversations with your friends and you think that you're the one in the right.
Right.
And they're looking like you like, bitches, you dumb? Like, what the fuck? And you come back and like, hey, you know what? I was just playing. This is all about empowerment. I ain't over here trying to simp for no damn niggas. None of that.
Right.
Like, I don't need a man. I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm all about that strength. I'm all about that feminism. I'm all about that pussy power. Like, fuck these niggas. We good, girl.
That's how it came off to be like, oh shit, I just exposed myself, but let me try to clean this up.
I can see that, but yeah, I love the message though. Like because I get in terms of like women, most definitely in the like music realm, they're not given that authority to be sexual or nasty or use language like pussy, where a man can literally just come out of nowhere like, I beat that pussy up. Okay, I'm not going to go into that because I should have put that song on here. That's my fucking song. Anyways, but you know, you're not getting that from women. I would love for a chick to like remix that song and be like, oh, I beat that dick up, or I beat that pussy up too. I don't care, however you want to put it. But if a chick were to come out and have that same song with the same lyrics saying I beat the pussy up, it will get a lot more backlash than old dude did, because it's acceptable for the man to say this kind of language, to be that vulgar. But women, you got to tone that back. That's not ladylike.
Like when you said with the WAP, when that song came out, it was like, oh my god, y'all talking about pussy and all this other stuff and blah, but it's like, okay, y'all talk about it all the time. Why can't I talk about what I actually have? Like,
right.
So I'm thinking about shoot. Plus, y'all act like y'all ain't never heard of Dina Howard. Relax.
Oh, freak like me.
Right. Wow. Relax. Y'all will be okay. She wasn't playing with y'all.
And the crazy thing about WAP is that the song that they sampled, "Hoes in His House," that's all you hear. That's a man. That's a man singing, "There's some hoes in his house" repeatedly. That's literally the lyrics of the song.
Literally.
And y'all are trying to invalidate women talking about being a hoe and just, being sexually free and all this other stuff, when literally the argument that you are trying to make is void within the same song. Because this is an old song. We brought it back to sample and we made a new song with it. It's all the same thing.
And they're literally hoes in a house. Shit.
Exactly.
It ain't nothing wrong with being a hoe.
That song was written for me. That's all I know. Just don't have a pussy. I don't do that. But that song was written for me. Whew. Any last words on Pussycat?
Yeah.
I just totally agree with that message, with the last message. Right message, wrong song. Period.
So, the last song that we have on the list is from Silk. This is one of those. I have had sex to this song. I will go ahead and put that out there. I'm proud of that because look, I'm going to literally start sending this out to people. I need to make a clip and just here, so you know what the mood is. So the song is "Meeting in My Bedroom." If you have not heard this song, squad the fuck up and we need to fight.
Right.
Whoever the fuck you are. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. Okay, under 18 you get an excuse, but the 18 and older, y'all squat the fuck up. You can catch these hands because you need to know this song. So what are y'all's thoughts of it?
This song is that 90s. I just feel like the whole 90s was just the guys talked about sex and a lot of things like that. I just felt like it was more relationship oriented and everything. And I'm not saying it's bad if it's not. I'm just telling you what I think the 90s were. All of that music back then was about it just felt so relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, or boyfriend and boyfriend, however you want to use it. Because the lyrics in here, kind of like how Janet's song was, this is not something that I would probably say to a hookup,
I don't know. I kind of feel like with this song, "There's a Meeting in My Bedroom," this is the first experience of you up to me. This is the proper invitation of the you up text. Because before the you up text. Because I've literally, maybe because I've had a dude actually say something like this to me, it's "What you doing? You up?" Shit, I'm just chilling. But there's a meeting in my bedroom. What's up?
Respect.
Yeah, but then he's talking about he's talking about bringing the wine and everything like that. He's trying to set a whole mood and everything. As we get into the lyrics, you're not bringing ain't no dude worrying about no damn wine if he just trying to get some pussy real quick.
If he got style. If he got style.
Let's sip, let's chill. Niggas ain't wild. Yeah, these new age niggas something different, okay?
But the fact that a male is, and I know guys are more open-minded these days and stuff like that, but back in the day, guys stuck with their hard liquors and everything like that. They didn't. It was girls do the wine, the homeboys do shit that's not wine and Alizé, and all of that. So the fact that he's, anytime a guy started talking about wine and girly drinks, as some of them used to call it, that means he's thinking about, I don't know. To me, that seems like it gives off a more special vibe.
A actual date. We're having a date night whenever wine is involved. That's the vibe I usually got when it, meeting around with other people. If I'm going to be we getting lit, we gonna have liquor, hard liquor, whatever, tequila. We taking shots, we drinking. But if we're going out and it's going to be romantic, we're going to have some wine. We're going to have conversation, probably dinner, make it fancy, probably have some flowers and shit. The romance of shit. But look, all I could say, if somebody sent this to me as a gift or whatever, I already know what the fuck is up. And bring the wine too.
Period. It does sound a little. It does sound a little one-on-one-ish, like you are talking to one person in particular. But it still gives me, I don't know, maybe because it's a group segment, it still just gives me a vibe of, this is what I say to any female I'm trying to get there. It's kind of the vibe that I get from it some of the time. But it's like you're really trying to impress her, because even one part here that says, I like having you around, so I gotta put you down. It's like you're really trying to put this one person down.
Yeah, that's why I guess the reason why I don't give me relationship vibes is because with the lyrics they be like, everything not searching for, ain't no need to search no more. So I know you want a relationship with this person. Y'all probably been fucking for a little hot minute, but I guess it's more so the beginning stage of trying to get you into a relationship with you that this song gives off.
I don't know. He calling her he said, you're my moon and my sun. There is nothing about that's not relationship.
I guess that kind of also depends on how long you've been dealing with someone. Also, because you got to think about it from the dating process. You actually start to like the person. A lot of times, you can fall in love with the person through the dating stage before y'all even actually physically get together. So saying something like that, yeah, it is a little deep. But like I said, I could have been talking to you for a little while, and now you're trying to make mine. Because I might be your moon and your son. That might be how you get me to be your girlfriend, telling me some shit like that.
That's true.
These niggas say anything to get what they want.
That do be facts. Facts.
Yes. For me, I get that wooing stage vibe. That's what I get when I listen to this song. It's like for all that we know, this can be the first date, and he's just like, look,
real thick. But look, he's putting it down though. That's the thing. He's just like, if you think about this in terms of like what I'm telling you I want to do over like dinner, whatever. Look, I want to lay you down. I want to rub you down, take care of your body. I want you to be within this. I want to be sensual with you. I probably might give it up on the first date. Who knows? What? But I can't say it's the first date, because I don't know too many women who's going to go up to a nigga's house on the first date. No matter how much wine you have. This is at least date 3. That's true.
This is just going to be that date where he already had a meeting planned. And I know what time it is. I hope you know what time it is too. And you coming over here. And I hope by the time that we're done with this bottle of wine, both of us are mutually going to be, consenting, of course, into this thing. Like, we're going to be up in here fucking.
But does this song kind of sound a little like begging?
That's interesting. Why?
Like the good kind or the bad kind?
I feel like it's a thin line, because it could be the good kind, like you said, it's wooing you kind of begging, but it could also be the bad part, like, I already told you no. What else do you want? Sometimes guys and some girls don't. There's a thin line between how can I say it? I guess being too aggressive and just accepting no.
Being cute and pitiful.
Yeah.
So please don't be late.
And I think this one graces that line of, I want you really bad. I done set all this up. Please make sure you come.
It's the raggedy nigga that you finally decide to give a 10. Like, this nigga been in your inbox for 6 months straight.
It's crazy. The nigga that does look like that.
I hate y'all. Don't ruin this up. I love it though. I like it.
6 months, and you finally be like, all right, little daddy, I'm gonna see what you're talking about, because you've been harassing me for 6 months. So he did all this extra shit now. Yeah, you're right. It's Becky. You're right.
So that's why he's checking his time on a regular basis. Okay, she's gonna show up. Hold up.
It's a thin line. It really depends on
it's that bitch that's ghosting him.
It depends on who the two players in the situation are. There's a very thin line between, okay, you've been trying to do this for a long time. What the fuck do you want? And okay, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very thin line between the two in this song. Now that I sit here and listen to
Man.
I can't have sex with my nigga off this song no more, because it's just
Because now that you put it that text, and I'm looking at the so please don't make me wait. And that one, it says like with the backup singers, I can't wait.
Yes, yeah. Even at the end where it's like when he says all the minds, and you're like, wait. Yeah, it gives you that kind of vibe a little bit.
Yeah, but he definitely been trying to get that Punani for a while.
Like that's a thin line. It could be somebody who you've been dating for a little while. He's finally like, okay, let's do the do. But it also could just be that nigga who's been in your inbox for 6 months and now.
Okay, this song is canceled.
I'm still gonna sing it at the top of my motherfucking lungs.
Now I feel bad.
Like now, Silk is just a group of thirsty niggas. I hate it. Silk and thirsty.
Have you heard If You? Have you heard If You?
I have.
If you feeling like loving me.
That's consent. He's asking for consent. Okay. If you feeling like loving me, come on, pull up.
If you right there tells me how thirsty y'all can be. Okay. I mean that's what keeps my juices flowing. But it definitely gives I'm gonna drink your bathwater vibes.
Oh.
Damn, Silk, I'm sorry. I don't mean no harm, but
maybe he'll drink that wine out of her stilettos.
Hey. Maybe do a little waterfall off the clitoris,
Ooh. Yes. Ooh. Let me see who I could find so we can try some shit now.
He could get a syringe and inject the wine into her pussy and
that's when we cross the line of like we gonna have to go to the store and get some yeast infection medicine after this experience. But hey,
if that's what you want to do,
we're gonna have a wild night, I guess.
That's a good thing we have a solution for this kink.
Right.
I know some girls who keep monostat in the cabinet. Yeah.
Hey, you got a plan for your life.
You gotta tread lightly with this song. Now that we're older, you just kind of be like, sir.
A lot of men that don't know about vagina health, be like, bro, look, it's only certain stuff you can do down there, honey. I know you're trying to be fighting and romantic.
Weren't they the ones who made, didn't they do Butter Love? Or who did Honey Love? What song is that?
Honey Love is R. Kelly. Butter Love is, it's not Silk. Butter Love is somebody.
My bad. I didn't mean to
They
get
just like, they just like them though.
This song reminds me of all those good songs during the 90s. So,
now I'm gonna just have to go back through all their discography and just be like, okay, how thirsty were y'all? And then ignore everything that I learned just so I can accept and love the songs how I used to, because I'm still going to sing this song to the highest of off keys.
Exactly. That's cool.
Oh Lord.
My bad. I was just looking up the lyrics. It was just like, dang.
But look, that's what happens when you dive deep and start looking at lyrics and making new meanings of stuff.
Yeah, like
all right, so I would say this is a good time to end this episode. I do want to thank you all so much for coming to this podcast and blessing me with y'all's opinions and just helping this podcast be what it is. I truly appreciate all of you so very much. Do y'all have any last words that y'all want to share with the audience?
I would say keep searching for the deeper meaning in music and look how you can find real life written within the songs that you like to listen to, because it's never just wordplay. There's always something useful that you can take out of it and use in your day-to-day life.
I definitely agree. I think music, and when you start feeling like it resonates, maybe it's time to do some work behind the scenes, depending on the type of song you listen to.
Yes.
Mine is more so of a little bit of advice. If you don't have music in your bedroom, get music in your bedroom. His stroke game might get a little better. You can thank me later.
I like that. Well, thank you all so much for listening to the Holistically podcast, where we step out and speak on sexuality. Just in case no one else told you this today, you are beautiful, you are worthy of happiness and joy, you are enough and then some. You may not live up to the expectations of others, but that is okay. You are only required to walk in your own shoes. May each day you live lead you towards abundance. With that said, love you all and see you next episode. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Holistically podcast, where we step out and speak on sexuality. You can subscribe to the podcast through your favorite podcasting app and find us on the web at www.holistically.com. That's www.heauxliloquy.com. Share the podcast with your friends and join the conversation.